Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm super excited to be here. We're here at Colony House and we're talking about buying a new sofa. This whole month we're basically talking about how you can spruce up your house and get it ready for different seasons, because we know that the holidays are upon us and lots of different things. So one of the things that I always say to people is that you can update your sofas, and just one sofa can really make a big, huge difference. And buying those, you have all these different techniques and things that you need to know. And one of my secrets is, I tell you guys this all the time, is to take a picture and measure again and measure again. Because one of the things that I see that every single person does is they buy way too large of a sofa. Because everywhere you go, they're oversized. So I always say to make sure that when you're doing that, make sure that you measure, because you want to make sure that that sofa is going to go right into your house and fit the perfect space, okay? So I have a few things here that I want to talk about. Swatches of fabrics. So if you're buying a new sofa, make sure that you take your existing swatches that are in the room, whether that be drapery, an accent chair, an ottoman, make sure that you bring those with you to the store. That's a really big thing, because a lot of people don't think about that until they get to the store, and then they think, I think I know what that looks like. You can also take a picture of the existing room, and that gives you a fresh idea of what the room and how the layout looks. So that helps you know, is your sofa going to be sitting in the middle of the floor, or is it going to be on a wall? This is all important information, and I'll tell you why. Okay, keep moving with me. When you have your swatches at the store and you say, hey, I have an accent chair, my husband's favorite chair is in leather. I'm going to show you how we kind of do different fabrics. If you have your swatches, then you can actually take it in. Let's just say that you have a chair or something like this in this fabric, then you're going to want to accent that fabric with all different types of other fabrics. And that's what makes it really important and it's important because it makes the room not look like all the same thing, okay? So I'm going to show you how you do this. You buy a sofa in this, you get your fabrics, like basically your pillows in this. You could do an ottoman in this, which would be absolutely adorable. And then you can do some accent chairs with this. So see how all the fabrics are flowing really well together? And you can mix and match it. If this is something that you would want a chair, a printed chair, this would be lovely. But make sure that when you get your main fabric, which is this one, make sure that you get a lot of pillows in it as well for the other chairs in the room. So if you had a pillow on your sofa with this, and this, and this, it brings it all together and it makes it cohesive. Okay, let's look at this down here. This is another beautiful fabrics. They all look really super pretty together. You could put leather with this, but this would be in your main sofa. You could put this in a pillow, and then this could be an accent chair with it. So if you're doing this kind of thing, which these are so pretty, all these fabrics are gorgeous. They're flex steel, so we kind of went with a mid-range price range, okay? But this would be super pretty, and make sure you get enough pillows, once again, if you're gonna accent. But this little plaid is adorable for a accent chair. This could just be your pillows, and this would be your new sofa. But make sure that they flow. One other thing I want to show you is something really simple. A lot of fabrics, sometimes your main fabrics don't have to always be a huge print, a floral, or anything like that. This right here would be super subtle, but it's your main fabric. So playing off of that, you could do kind of this little fabric that looks like a faux leather, or a suede is what it's looking like. And then you can buy your fabric or your sofa in this one. And what you want to do is make sure that you're using all of the fabrics that you get in there. But I absolutely love this because it gives you a hint of color, and it's also very subtle and pretty. Okay, the main thing here is I wanted to show you on this. I love this fabric. This would be super pretty for a beach house or maybe a lake house, to give you a print that shows you the prints that you can use something like this. And literally, it kind of sets the mood and the tone for the house and the room, which I absolutely love this. This has got gray and it's got beige in it. So when you pull a little gray or beige in it, it's really, you could go either way, okay? So I love that, and I'm gonna show you with this. So depending on if you want to put a little blue in the room, you can use this geometric, or if you have a little neutral, you can use this geometric. And see how this is really cool with either one and how that plays off? I'll be taking pictures of all these fabrics, so don't get excited. Don't think, oh my gosh, I want to see those fabrics. I'll take pictures and post these when we're done. Okay, come along with me right here. I'm going to talk about size. The size is the correct size for a person is so important, guys. And one of the reasons I say this is because people, if you're short like me and you have a sofa that's oversized, what's gonna happen is you're not gonna be able to sit in it, your feet are gonna droop over, and they're gonna go numb. And I hear this a lot all the time from men and women. So when I'm shopping for myself or I'm shopping for a client, the very first thing I look at is the height, her husband's height and her height. His or hers or whoever you're shopping it for, look at their heights and make sure that they get correct. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, like this is what we call an apartment size sofa. And this is super important to know that. It's not very long, it's very compact. And this is really great for smaller areas. These are great for like den areas, little libraries if you're wanting to put a library in. This furniture is the perfect size. This comes in lots of different fabrics, so you can pick out your fabric. But what I'm going to tell you, I buy one, and I like to be able to sit in a chair that fits me in this depth, that has really good backing to it, and I can touch my feet to the floor. That's what I'm talking about size. When I talk about size also, it has to be able to fit in your house. So when people say, oh, only thing you can find is oversized sofas, that's not true. You can definitely find them. Definitely here at Colony House, they have them here, and they keep these sofas in, and you can definitely mix and match your fabrics depending on what you're needing. But I love this fabric here because it goes with a lot. It's beautiful. But this is a perfect size. Another thing I want to show you guys is look how you can mix and match leather. Leather, we haven't even talked about that, but look at the piping on this. It's leather. It's with a little tweed. I would say this is a tweed. And look at the detailing on this chair. So when you're looking for new pieces, if you can do custom, this is wonderful. If you can't go with custom and that's too expensive and it's out of your budget, always go to furniture stores like this because they're going to have beautiful custom pieces already made to go with lots of fabrics. But once again, make sure you bring your swatches so that you know that this fabric will fit beautifully in your room. But see how these two are different fabrics, but they match really well. And it's really important to bring all your swatches if you're trying to add an existing sofa. But trust me, when I say this, adding a sofa will make a huge impact in your house, and it can freshen everything up without changing absolutely everything in your house. So move on to here. I'm going to show you my very favorite. I posted about this for many years, but one of my very favorite sofas, I'm going to show you right now, and I'm going to tell you why. So come along. By the way, I love this fabric as well. This is a new one here, and it's super cute. This is a rocking chair, even though we're talking about sofas. This is a rocking chair and a swivel. So this is a great chair to go out in the middle of a room. And it kind of, because it serves for both things. You can move it where you need to, and you can rock. But I just had to show you that. Okay. One of the things, they call this the Tabitha sofa. And they call this the Tabitha sofa because I have used this Flex Steel sofa for many, many years, guys. I go back to this. If I have a mid-sized sofa, it's not overly stuffed, but it looks very plush, and I'm here to tell you, it's one of the most comfortable sofas you have. One of the reasons I love it is because it's rounded here. See how this is rounded? And most sofas and different things are square. Everything's square, square, square. And see how this has got a beautiful round to it? And I love that. Another thing I love about this is if you have a husband that's super tall and you or yourself are super short, this is a fabulous sofa for it because it fits me and it also fits Jason that's 6'1". So there's a whole foot difference in this. But I'm here to tell you, one of the things I love about it too is it's a high back, and one of my favorite things is this is literally not going to come off. It's a solid piece here. So see, there's no cushions that are going to come down and they break off and things like that. Anytime you can get a sofa that's more like this and made like this, it's going to be longevity for you. I literally have sold this 10 years ago to customers and they still love this sofa. Okay, one of my favorite things about this sofa is, I don't know if you guys can see this, it's got a round, beautiful back. So if you have a sofa that's out in the middle of, oh, I'll move away. If you have a sofa that needs to be out in the middle of the room, this is absolutely gorgeous, guys. Because this really, the detailing on the back of this sofa also, it's just lovely. And it's so, so pretty. So if you're looking for a sofa that's out in the middle of the room, this is your sofa. And I'll post what brand it is and what style. I think it's Bayside or something like that. But I'll make sure that I get that to you so that if you're searching for a sofa, you can get this, okay? Okay, guys, let me see, make sure by the right time. Oh, one of the biggest things that nobody tells you, and we all know this. So if you're looking for something to freshen up a room, the best time to buy is